Good morning and
Yep.
greetings from southwest part of Finland. My name is Tuuli Pirttikoski and I work as a development manager in Satafood Development Association. Next, I will tell you briefly our organization, and after that, I'll present today's topic. Unfortunately, I was unable to participate in this webinar, but luckily the recording is just as good. Satafood is a development organization for the food chain and bioeconomy. Satafood implements a wide range of activities and development projects related to primary production, food, environmental and circular economy technologies in close operation with other development organizations, food industry companies and producers. The development work is made by private contracts or by financing through EU developmental money resources. Satafood is founded in 1999 and locates in Satakunta province, which is one of the main food production areas in Finland. In practice, the area of operation is whole Finland. Today, I present our project regarding empty production facilities. The restructuring of agriculture has forced many small-scale agricultural entrepreneurs to stop their activities, which, as a result, there are many empty production facilities in rural areas today. The project, called Farm Up Business Activity and Startup Innovations for Rural Areas, the aim was to find new ways of using empty production facilities in Leader area of Joutsenten-Reitti. Leader Joutsenten-Reitti is a local action group for Huittinen, Hämeenkyrö, Punkalaidun and Sastamala municipalities for rural development. The project was implemented in 2019-2021. The project was funded by Pirkanmaa Centre for Economic Development, Transport and the Environment from the Rural Development Program for Mainland Finland 2014-2020. Leader Group Joutsenten-Reitti has granted leader support to the project. In this project called Farm Up, benchmarking trips were planned to be organized both in Finland and abroad. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, all the trips to abroad and one domestic trip had to be cancelled. However, valuable information about rural production facilities was obtained from the operators of the cancelled travel destinations. In the end, 5 interesting domestic trips to various destinations were organized during the project. On the 2 trips to municipalities in the area of Joutsenten-Reitti, we got to know companies which have been established in empty production facilities. The second trip went to West Coast Finland, where we get to know dryland fish farming. The trip to the mining village of the Matildedal was an example of a larger and nowadays very popular tourist destination for tourists next to Teijo National Park, which was achieved as a result of good cooperation. On the trip to southern Ostrobothnia, the companies were very different sites as well as cultural and meeting places in cities. In this slide, you can see some other examples of businesses that has been created to the empty production facilities in southwest of Finland. Above all, responsibility was emphasized in the business operations of the target companies. Responsible production-related solutions do not always require a new production facility, but the target companies were excellent examples of how even old facilities can be renovated ecologically and cost-effectively. The investment amounts of the target companies varied depending on the activity. The importance of leader support in the development of rural businesses was seen as important. During the trips, we heard what things had to be considered when the building's purpose of use changed. The entrepreneurs who participated in the trip represent the agricultural sector as well as restaurant services, for example. The entrepreneurs were satisfied with the trips and positive feedback was received about the diversity of the target companies. The entrepreneurs who took part in the trips got ideas and inspiration for development their own work and company operations. In addition, the entrepreneurs who participated in the trips were able to network, which is also very important. At the beginning of the project, we felt that cooperation with the entrepreneurs in the area is important. So we established a working group with them. We combined a working group of innovate and active agricultural and other entrepreneurs and brainstormers of the project area. The task of the working group was to plan and participate in practical implementation and communication of the project. Also, important partners have been the entrepreneurs who participated in the trips. With them, we have networked and shared ideas about the reuse of the premises. Also, in the planning of the trips, contacts with local leader action groups were used, from which ideas about potential excursion destinations were obtained. To promote the measures of the project, a site was created on Facebook. In the Facebook, there was a possibility to find an empty production facility or inquire about a suitable space for an idea or company. In addition, there was an information and marketing about the operation of the project. Finding target companies and business examples did not become a significant risk of the project's success. Rather, the challenge was to be allocating the project's measures to the project's target group, which were the owners of the production facilities, local rural entrepreneurs, innovators, and as well as partners interested in starting a new business. When the target group is so broad, it is challenging to reach and engage actors who are seriously interested in the issue. Also, as a rule, the premises are usually in the courtyard of farms. This creates challenges from the point of view of privacy. On the other hand, more and more farms are trying to create new business with a generational change, in which case production facilities can be found in their own backyard. Although some parts of the Farm Up project were ruined by the COVID-19 pandemic, the project has successfully introduced new uses for empty production facilities. It is encouraging that with the benchmark trips and cooperation, the thematic of the project received attention. During the project, new business ideas and ideas for the development of already functional businesses have been brought up. The project work group have played a central role in the project. Also important has been the successful networking of the work group, as well as the entrepreneurs involved in the project. To maintain the vitality of rural areas, the reuse of production facilities and the encouragement of entrepreneurship, as well as the search for new business ideas, become important development measures for rural areas. Concrete actions should be encouraged and invested even more. In the future, it is important to continue ideation and development of what can be implemented in the empty production facilities. So following Farm Up project, we have now a project for empty production facilities. This project is funded by Satakunta Center for Economic Development, Transport and the Environment from the Rural Development Program for Mainland Finland 2014-20. The area of the operation is Satakunta province and the budget is about 37,000 euros. The aim of this project is to reach owners of empty production premises in the Satakunta region, for example, piggery and barn buildings who are interested in offering their premises for rent. The project target group are the owners of the production facilities in the province, local rural entrepreneurs and farmers. In this project, it is crucial to highlight best practices and examples and provide experts help regarding to law issues and technical issues if the owners are interested to rent their property. It is crucial to be aware of which concrete aspects, for example, related to restoration, must be considered when reusing production facilities. So, I want to thank you all for this opportunity to tell about our projects. And more information, please contact me anytime. And thank you. Have a nice early summer.